Hello, hello, hello. I didn't realize we had already gone. The time was the clock had hit zero. I don't know how long that was, but uh, just want to say thanks everybody for being here today. Uh, it seems like I was doing this yesterday, and we're here again today. Today
So,
I've got the fortune of having a car on this live stream, and we're going to get into some stuff today. But before we do that, let me acknowledge some of you guys that are already here. Hey, Shady Grady, thanks for coming back. I'm glad I didn't run you off. Uh, Jeff, thanks for being here, and Linda, thanks for joining us this today. Yeah, I know I was late. I was looking for a picture that I was gonna do my virtual background, but it would have made sense. I might still be able to bring it up for when I do the show and tell. But Car, how you been, man?
man, I've been good, man. Been all right, man. How about you?
I can't complain. Life is good. Busy
Yeah,
but
for
good.
sure. He said, yikes. Silver
Hey,
Creek
what's
in the
up, Tommy?
building. Linda,
You got Linda
Jeff,
coming
Shada,
in.
for
Yeah, that's
sure.
Mike. So how are things going with your new venture?
Ah, man, it's going good, bro. Just learning a lot of stuff, working out the kinks, man. You know?
Yeah, I saw that you and Funk had done that live stream when he got his merch.
Ah, yeah, for
And
sure. They was pretty excited about it.
so that's kind of something we'll talk about today too, because I as you can see, I got my stuff right here too.
Yeah, let's go.
Got the one of the t-shirts and I'm actually wearing one of them
Yo.
right now, and so we'll talk about that a little bit more once we start rolling in. But how's your channel doing, man? I know you've been doing those. What do you call that type of streaming where you have the music and the? Do they have a name that style?
Not that I know of,
Uh,
but I just be vibing out, man. It's just a good like when you if somebody's studying, meditating, changing water, whatever you want to call it. But it's just more of a laid back style.
for those though, is the goal to get view hours? Because I'm assuming, are you going to be able to
For me,
monetize that
for me, is to
for
get
you?
the hours. Yeah.
The hours, right? Because it's not
Yeah.
something that once you get to that threshold, that's going to be able to be monetized, right?
I'm pretty sure not, but at
Mm.
the same time, it's not really like my goal, you know what I'm saying, to get like per se monetized. I'm not I'm not too much worried about that because, bro, from what I was looking at, it ain't too much money into it, you know?
Oh no, 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 no. There's a
Like,
big misconception that once you hit 1,000, that money starts rolling in. No, it
nah,
trickles in. It's no roll.
yeah, nah. So I ain't too much worried about that, bro. I'm just really using it as a platform to, grow. Cause like I
Yeah,
say, I'm not just too much worried about YouTube. That's why we on Rumble, we on Twitch, we on Kick, we got other platforms, bro. Like, and then what I noticed about those watch hours, bro, if you unlist your videos, then they take those watch hours away.
oh, okay.
Yeah. I learned that the hard way, bro. I had 700 watch hours and I unlisted those lives. Took me down to 11.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So don't unlist your videos if you don't want your watch hours gone, man.
So how do the reason I even know about these channels is because I work graveyard,
Yeah.
and during the day, I when I try to sleep during the day, I'll put them on. It's just the music, or they have these other ones that are certain frequencies that are supposed to, you know, help you get into REM sleep.
Yeah.
And but there's a ton of those out there, and I'm wondering how is this
And see
lucrative?
some and see some people though, they got 14 million subs, or they just really market it in a way where they can make money off of. You know,
Mhm.
they making whatever their channel is, they making merch of that. They may be reaching out to the people who music they're playing to make a playlist and actually put it on Spotify or something. They making vinyls. They doing different things with this music, or
Okay.
so you know, it's a lot of ways you can make money. With it.
Yeah. We
So
just
it
had
ain't
a.
just
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, it ain't just the you worrying about the YouTube monetization, because that ad revenue, bro, it don't really add up, you
No,
know.
no. The only way that people really make money on this is when they get super chatted, or it's the advertisement for other products that they have.
Yeah, yeah,
Case in point, like Aquarium Co-op, KG Tropicals, uh, Lucas Brett's. You're running a business off of
exactly.
the
You
subscribers, and that's one of the things that I've always told people is
you
if
just
you're
you just
yeah, go
really
ahead.
use it as a tool. It's
Yeah,
like a
don't
hammer,
it's
you
a
know.
free advertisement. You'll be a
Exactly,
fool if you're trying to run a business to not use this as free marketing. You're
hmm
crazy.
exactly. So that's
But
all it is. So that's why too many people just play whatever music they want to play, or stream whatever they want to stream, because they really don't care about the monetization part of it,
yeah.
because it really ain't no money in it, bro. You gotta really be having a lot of views, and nowadays people have ad blockers, so
Oh,
they could just skip your ads and never watch them anyways. So
yeah.
you'll never get monetized for that. I mean, not monetized, but you'll never get that ad revenue because they're just skipping right through your ads, not even seeing them.
Yeah.
So
No, it's just I was always curious because I know some people I noticed the reason I was saying this because I've noticed channels recently started doing it, more of the fish channels. I know some people have
yeah,
played with them here and there, but for example, Jesse, he does it every morning now. Father Fish, I think, was like the very first guy that was doing that. Tommy had done that for a while.
yeah.
Um, so I've always been curious. I mean, I did a couple of videos like that when I was trying to come up with ideas to do videos, and you just kind of well, I
For
guess that
real.
goes all for also to the it's kind of like an homage to what is it Flo the flower horn, or was it Flo or Flu? He was like the first one that I remember watching where it was just music and as the person was doing something on camera.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
but
Let's play it.
that was the
Like,
first time I noticed it on the aquatic side or the aquarium side. That's why he
yeah.
blew up. I mean,
Okay. I ain't
he
never know
blew up.
that.
Yeah, and he did it for a while, and then he just kind of disappeared.
Yeah. I see like Silver Creek said though, a tool for business, but so many people take it far and just constantly advertise. Like, you can't just shove it down people's throat, you know?
But you
You,
know
you
what?
just
I don't have a problem with it. Here's why. If you're telling me up front that that's what you're
yeah.
doing, then it's my choice if I want to stick around or not for it. So I
Okay.
don't have any issues with it because at the end of the day, it's a decision that I'm going to make whether I want to watch it or not. And nobody's
Mm.
obligated to sit there and listen to it if you don't want to listen to it. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't care. I don't have a problem with it. Some people might not like it, fine, but the people that do stick around are probably going to be the ones that are going to be buying from you anyways.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So
Uh,
in that aspect, I don't. It doesn't bother me. I hate it when it's when they're not upfront about it, and all of a sudden, they start plugging stuff out of nowhere. It's kind of like, oh, that was dirty. You suckered me into this. But if you tell me up the front, hey, I have a business. These are my
yeah.
products. I'm going to talk
That's what
about
I'm
my
gonna be
products.
doing.
Kind of like what these channels do. Especially like Aquarium Co-op is big on that. But
Yeah.
you can't get mad at him because he's telling you up front that he's got a store. He
Mm.
plugs it every opportunity he can. So
Yeah.
if you don't like it, then don't stick around.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I feel like, you make your little commercial or something, boom, leave it at that. Like you say, you can make it as a short. Think that's pretty effective, where you're not just constantly, But sure, me man, I like I say, it's out there. People know. I might have it up as a link or something, but I'm not constantly like telling people, "Hey, go buy my stuff." Hey, go buy. Nah, man, that ain't my style. You know.
Yeah, but again, that is not your style. But
Yeah,
um,
ain't nothing
if
wrong with it though. Like you
yeah,
said.
like I said, and you know what? Obviously, people don't mind it. A lot of people don't mind it because you go to one of those live streams whenever he goes on, you know he's going to do it, but yet you have what, two, 300,000? I mean, 300,000, no, two or 300 people watching the
Mhm.
stream at one time, and then plus all the replays.
Yeah,
So, there's, that's what, like I said, there's always room for everything, because people like different stuff. It would be so boring if everything was the same. So, yeah, I don't, and I know lately there's been criticism about the products and this and that. Well, it's simple. Your money talks. So
hey, you
if you're
get
not
what you
happy
pay
with it,
for. You get what you
yeah.
pay for. You know.
Well, not only that, if you're not happy with a product, you just don't buy it. Period. It's, you take your money somewhere else.
Yeah. Nah, for real though. Yeah, nah, the
Because I
live
know,
unboxing of products cool too.
yeah, KG Tropicals does a lot of his plants, which I really appreciate because you get to see what the plants look like.
Yeah, yeah,
A
yeah. Nah,
lot of
that's some
other
good
businesses
advertising.
a lot of other businesses, you're looking at pictures and you're not looking at the actual product, and a lot of the times the pictures don't translate once you get them.
Yeah, exactly. And
So
I
and
seen a couple of reviews like that where people was like, "Man, that plant didn't look anything like, what I thought it was gonna look like." But
yeah,
by doing that on the video, they get the exact look of what that plant looks like.
yep.
Hey, what's
Jeff,
that?
I
What's
know
that?
that's Jeff is his channel is exactly to that, to show his clients what he has. So,
Yeah.
which I kind of enjoy because I get to see what the hell he's doing too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, 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 yeah. That's pretty cool.
it's
But like, if anybody have ventured out like on stuff like Poshmark or something, they do lives, and that's how they really sell their products.
hmm,
They go live and they show you, what they have, and it's kind of like a auction type. You know how them old QVC commercials or something used to be. I
hmm.
guess it wasn't a commercial, but it was on
Oh, okay,
TV.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know what you're talking about, the home
Yeah,
shopping network kind of stuff.
yeah, 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 something like that. So you really getting live views of showing people what the product look like, and they're buying it. But that's pretty effective though.
Yeah. So
A lot of this
to
stuff.
not take
What you
advantage
saying,
of
Pete?
a
Exactly,
tool
profess. Yeah.
that you have at your disposal, it doesn't cost you money, other than the time and effort you put into it.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you not take advantage of it? I mean, it's
Because what I've learned, like you saying, what you see in the pictures may not what you get. What I've learned is hard to scale on the picture of what it's going to look like in real life.
yeah,
So it may look like it's bigger or smaller on the picture, but then you get it in real life, and sometimes it may not what you thought you was gonna get. So
yeah,
that's totally understandable.
yeah, and unboxings are cool too because you get to see, one, if you're interested in buying from a vendor.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
that's why anytime I'm gonna shop from somebody, I'll search that vendors on YouTube, and you're gonna
Yeah,
find some sort of unboxing, and you'll go in there and you'll hear, obviously you go with an open mind because you can't, you know, if you see 3 or 4 videos and all 3 or 4 videos are pretty much saying the same thing, then there's a probability of what they're telling you is the truth. But if you go watch 2 videos that are speaking highly and 2 that are just trashing it, then you kind of go, okay, is it somebody that is upset because of something else and they decided to
yeah.
trash somebody, or whatever? But it's a tool. Again, it's
It's a tool, bro.
as a consumer, I've used YouTube all the time. When
Mm,
I'll look for product reviews. That's another thing that I'll
exactly,
constantly do. For when I bought my laptop, the one that I'm using now, what did I
exactly.
do? I went in there because I had been out of the market for so long, um, you know, that I was trying to see which would be able to provide a system that I could do my live streams and do some of the editing and stuff like that. and
Everything that it could hold it. Yeah.
and that it was, you know, in a reasonable price too, because I didn't think at the time that this was going to be. I didn't know if I was going to stick with this. Let me, you know, so
Okay.
I didn't want to drop $5,000 on an editor, you know, type of laptop if it was
And you
something
ain't
that I
gonna
wasn't
stick
going to
with it.
do. Hmm.
Yeah.
But I
Nah,
didn't want
that's
to go.
understandable.
I didn't want to go at the very low end of it because then I would quickly be doing more than that machine is capable of doing. So I needed to find something that was like a
A medium.
midpoint that
Yeah.
if I didn't go that direction, I could use it for other stuff. And that's what I ended up doing. Same thing with the little camera that I'm using for my live streams.
Mhm.
You know, it's that kind of stuff that I go in there. So I use YouTube all the time for that. You know, cell
Exactly,
phones.
man.
You know, for the longest time I was really thinking about getting a like a camera to record videos.
Mhm.
And I've talked to a couple of people. Alex is one of the ones that I've talked to, but consistently started hearing a lot of content creators who were saying, "Look, cell phones nowadays, the quality of the video and the pictures you're going to get from these, unless you're trying to do like a professional photo shoot, are
Yeah.
very good. Why are
Exactly.
you going to go spend uh you know
Cause
x
look,
amount
how
of
many
dollars?
you got what 5 cameras on that phone?
I don't know. I don't know if they're all actual cameras. I don't
Yeah,
even know
they
which ones I'm using. I just know that it's dummy proof. I just point and shoot, and it does all the
yeah.
thinking for me. If it gets bright, it'll automatically reduce the light, and if it gets dark, and
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything but press the
Yeah.
button. That's it.
All the stuff only the other stuff only really matters like color grading and all that if you like doing, you know, music videos or you wanna do some B roll shots or something like Fathom be doing. He have some pretty nice videos, you know, when he was at the like the aquarium or something somewhere.
Oh yeah, but he's got a real camera too, though, and he
Yeah,
does.
so that's when that
He's
stuff
got a side
matters.
hustle that he does photo shoots, so that makes perfect sense. I mean,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
camera's
yeah.
already been paid for itself.
Yeah. So that's when that stuff matters. But like you saying, bro, with a good quality cell phone, you could go live, man, and get it popping. Like you don't have to have all of this high tech stuff to
They've
get your
come a long
message out.
ways. Well,
It came a
and
long
for the
way, man.
price that you're paying for phones nowadays, let's not kid ourselves. They're expensive.
Yeah.
You know, if you would have told me 10 years ago that I would have been paying over $1,000 for a cell phone, I would have told you you're crazy, because that's what a high end laptop would have run you about 10 years ago. And I
Yeah.
would have said, "You're crazy. There's no way in hell I'm going to spend over $1,000 on a phone." And
Bro.
here we are, 2024.
Man, that's how much my iPhone costs. Crazy.
Yep. I mean, any
I
phone.
know.
Most of the big flagship phones. That's what you're going to pay.
Galaxies,
Yeah,
anything like that. Yeah.
yeah. And it's not
That's
even the high
crazy.
end stuff either. It's just, you know, but these phones will do a lot more than what they used to do 10 years ago. The
Yeah.
quality of the images, all that stuff is it's not comparable. So yeah, I kind of get it. The only thing that I think is kind of shady is how just right before the release of a new phone, your shit
Mhm.
will start downgrading. You just got to
Yeah,
write it
bro.
out though. You got to write it out. You'll be sucking for like 4 or 5 months until they go, all right, we got everybody to upgrade. Now we can go back to the old stuff.
Bro, that's crazy, man. It's all a money grab, you know.
Oh, of course
It's
it
all
is.
a
Of course it is. You gotta constantly be greasing the wheels. Yeah, you now you get locked into pay 1,500. I mean it's
money.
that's why the
Appreciate it,
government
Shady.
opposes monopolies. This whole thing where these carriers are slowly buying out other carriers, they're
Mhm.
eliminating competition. So now if you have only two big carriers, they can agree and say, all right, we'll do a handshake deal. We'll drive the market up. Everybody's going to pay the same price across. Doesn't matter what phone, what service, you know, and they're all going to make out like bandits because they control the
Yeah.
market.
Bro, they be monopolizing.
Yep.
That's all it is. Everywhere, bro.
But,
I
you
never
know,
finance. Nah, for
they
sure.
always get us with that. Oh, you're going to get better coverage. Or you're going to get better, you're going to get more areas that you didn't have before. But
Nah, I don't
That's what we're
trust it.
paying. That's what we're paying when we're paying for these phones nowadays.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah,
anyways,
get y'all.
so Gar, how long you been in the hobby, man?
Man, I say what about 6 years. Yeah, it's been about 6 years, man, and I learned a lot. Of course, I started in the game with the guppies and the smaller fish. But every time I go to Petco, I'll be looking at those cichlids. And I'm like, man, can I add those with those? And they like, nah. So of course I got another tank, start keeping the cichlids, and man, it started from there. And
So you
been on
came
it
in
ever
as an
since.
adult. You didn't keep any fish or around fish when you were younger.
Nah, in the sixth grade, I had got to keep the class pet. It was like the bubble eye goldfish, and it was a pleco. It was like in one of those hexagon tanks, and I took that home, and it was like sixth grade.
Mm.
So sure, that was about really the only time I remember going to Walmart getting a sunset fish.
Okay.
I had put it off in there, so I kind of dabbed in the fish then, but I didn't really stick with it. You
Okay.
know, I started seeing different stuff grow in the tank, and I was like, bro, what is that? Like, so it kind of like I ain't go back to it, but like I say, 6 years ago though, I started getting those
So what was it? What was it that made you go, okay, I think I want to start keeping tanks now?
my son.
Oh,
He
okay.
was like, he
It was
wanted to get
something
some
to,
gold. Yeah, he wanted to get some goldfish, bro, and it started from there. And I got on Offer Up. I don't know if you know what Offer Up
yep,
is,
yep.
bro. And they got those tanks for cheap, man. And I was just when it started buying. I bought one tank, and then I went to this one dude house to get that a 30-gallon, and bro, he had all this different equipment. He just gave it to me. You feel me? After I bought those tanks, so I left with a trunk full of stuff I barely could fit in the cart, man. So that's really how I started, bro. I just hopped in like that, and it was on. So I've been keeping Dicklets ever since.
No, okay.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
did you
yeah.
have any problems when you were starting up dealing with ick and cycling and all that, or did you do the research like we always say people to
Man,
do?
on that YouTube, bro. I was on YouTube heavy, like, but I only dealt with ick one time in my fish career.
Yeah.
And I kind of once I got the researching, I knew what it was. I went and got some stuff. It was blue. I put in the tank. It was like It Guard or something like that,
Okay.
and it worked. It worked, bro. It cleared them up, and that was it. And that was about the only thing. Well, I dealt with one, bro. When I first had the goldfish, all they fins, like you could see they blood vessels in their fins. I don't
Mm.
know if it was like a ammonia burn or something. I really don't know what it was, but that's when I first hopped in it. But
Yeah. This is when
other
you're
than
still trying
that,
to cycle the aquarium and all that, or
probably so. I didn't know anything about cycling or nothing, man. We just went and got that tank and put that water in it, and ain't no telling if it was soft or hard water or anything at that time. Yeah,
so now you
it's
look back
crazy.
at it and go, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Exactly, like that's probably what it was. The ammonia cycle hit, and it probably burnt, gave him gill burns or something. So I'm like, yeah. But now, bro, like I said, I learned a lot from that, man, and I haven't had really many fish deaths. I didn't had these cichlids that I have now for at least 3 years. They've been living.
So what kind of fish keeper were you? Were you one of those worry bugs at anything that was going on and oh what I got to do this and I got to make sure once you start
Bro,
getting
not
information, or were you kind of like set it and forget it?
Man, I would set it and forget it, bro. Like
Okay.
I never dealt with algae blooms, bacteria blooms, or any of that. My water always stayed crystal clear, and I'm guessing because I started out in the game running carbon. Like I ran carbon on all my tanks. I didn't know
Okay.
it was a thing to not run carbon until I started watching people in the fish fam, and I was like, okay, so you don't have to run carbon. So, now I don't really run carbon unless it's on my reef tank, but on the freshwater, no, I don't do that anymore. But my water is still clear. unless I have the tannins from that driftwood, of course,
Yeah.
you know, makes it brown.
Yep.
But yeah, bro, I could say I've really learned a lot on YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
Just watching, bro, so many videos. Like it don't make me an expert, but you know, my experiences with fish, it have been good, you know.
Yeah. And then the more the more time you spent using it as a research tool, the more you start fine tuning who to go for your information. You start figuring out it's like, oh, wait a minute, this kind of sounds a little bit off from what I've heard
Yeah.
other people say, and then you it doesn't take you long to figure out which sources are a lot more reliable than others.
Yeah, exactly. I remember influencing my godson pops to get a tank. He started out with a 55. He went and got him some Oscars and stuff. His water was cloudy. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, I've never had cloudy water. Like, what are you doing that I'm not doing? You know, so ain't no telling what he was doing. But
Yeah.
like I said, I never dealt with that, the algae blooms. But now that I know what it is, that's what he was having. He was having, you know, some type of algae bacteria bloom though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if he was the biggest mistake that I find people will do is if they're using hang on the back filters and they're using the fat, the ones that they sell you, the replacement cartridges.
Yeah.
A lot of people will pull them out, throw them away. Well, you
Hmm.
just got rid of most of your beneficial bacteria
Yeah,
because
bacteria.
it was on that cartridge. So those
Yeah.
people are the ones that are constantly struggling with, getting algae blooms every time and then I know it was a common mistake that I used to do. I would do a water change and clean media the same day.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't until a little bit down the road that I was like, no, you do one and then you alternate it because you don't want
See,
to.
I was the one that kind of like pushed the limits.
Uh,
You know, how I'm gonna see how long it could go. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because the water was always clear. So I'm thinking like if I touch anything, it's gonna mess it up. So I didn't want to like, you know what I'm saying, just mess the tank up, bro. And like I learned the hard way about keeping the strainers on the hang on the back filters because I started out with the hang on the back filters. Um, I lost a sickly like that before. Had bought like a OB Peacock and went back the next day. I couldn't find it anywhere in the tank, bro. It was in the hang on the back filter had got sucked up in there. So
uh,
that taught me, you know, you got to keep a strainer on there. The part where the hose it's called a strainer.
yeah, yeah.
But
I know what you're talking about.
yeah. I saw, you know, I learned I had to keep one of those on there. So, you know, I just learned different things like that. And like Tommy was saying, bro, uh, some of the best fish keepers are not on YouTube, or you know, they don't want the
But
notoriety. They don't want to be seen. You know, they just got the knowledge up there, and
well, it's a lot of the old school guys that didn't necessarily grow up on social media. I mean, I
mm,
think my generation is kind of weird because we were with every step of the evolution of technology, we were right there with it. So to us, it
y'all
wasn't.
evolved though.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
I
that's
and
the
I
good
noticed
thing.
I noticed a lot of people in my generation were kind of. I mean, obviously not as savvy as the younger kids, where that stuff is being taught at school, and it's just
Hmm.
second nature. They're almost as soon as they're out of the
And
womb, they're already on some sort of
he
technology.
said so much devolved. Yeah, but and that, like you saying in school, that's kind of how it was for me. Like we took BCIS, you know, different computer classes. So that's what really got me into the computers, you know. And I went to college for computer networking. So it's
Okay.
like I was always into computers somehow. Like I just, like he said, came out the womb knowing how to work on computers. I'm in my room taking them apart, you know, doing different things, just messing with stuff, bro. But I don't know how I learned that. How I knew, coming out knew that.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah. So
crazy
it's
though.
it's it's one of those things where I guess in our generation we've had to learn to adapt because
Mm,
it's everything's been evolving. Look, when I was growing up, Pong was like the greatest and latest video games out there, which was just a little
yeah.
ball going across the screen like tennis, and
Snake and stuff.
Yeah, and then it starts evolving into the Atari and then the other game systems, and then nowadays to where it's real easy to confuse a video game. Like I play a lot of the sporting games. It's not
Yeah,
uncommon for my kids or my wife. Oh, you're watching a game, and no, you're playing the game, but it's
you
just
plan it. Looks so
it's evolved.
realistic.
Yeah, it's evolved to the point now. I mean, if once you sit there and really pay attention to it, you realize that it's a game. But
Yeah,
at a first glance, you can fool people and think that you're actually watching either a game or a replay or highlights or something.
bro. Especially them sports games. But
Yep.
like Stephen P was saying though, that's the bad and the good about the internet right now. Anybody could put information on
Yeah.
it.
But
Anybody.
as a consumer, that's why it's always good to use different sources. And I
Yeah, for
think I
sure.
think
For sure.
today's youth is kind of used to that. They understand that, you got to look around. Well, I don't know, maybe that's just our thing cuz I
Nah,
know
nah. Cause see, some people they'll go to the first thing they type in on Google and be like, okay, this is the facts. Nah,
uh
bro, you gotta go do deeper research. You can't just let Wikipedia be your first source of information and be like, okay, this is credible information. Nah, you gotta dig deeper because just like on the Kenya sick list, some people, call them two different things. Some say that they um Lombardier and some say that they're I don't really know how to say it. Melinda. Some I can't really say the word, but some don't even call them that category. So it's like if you go read just one thing, source of information, you'll be like, bruh, this guy don't know what he's talking about. And I think that's where the stereotypes come in at though, in fish communities or any community. They be like, okay, this guy don't know what he's talking about. Just because you didn't got your information from one source and now you looking like a fool. So, so nah, bro, I don't just stop at Wikipedia or anything like that, bro. I dig deep, and then that's why I'm glad I came across guys like you that have experience.
well,
I know.
I'm your last guy for experience. There's people with a lot more experience than me. I was
Well,
out of
I'm
the
saying
hobby
I'm
for
saying
such a
in the fish fam, it's a lot of people that's actually keeping fish that's on a day to day basis. So they knowing how their tank is running. Like when I set up this dirty
Mm,
tank, bro, I didn't really have to do too much research on it because it's at least a few guys in the fish fam that was telling me, hey, you could go about it this way. Make sure you do this. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's credible information. I trust that over anything that somebody done typed on the internet because I done
Okay.
seen some lies that have been typed on a lot of articles. You feel me?
Yeah.
So he say Facebook, bro. I ain't been on Facebook in 3 years. Like I don't even entertain that.
Yeah, and you know
It's
what? Neither have I. I've kind of I mean I've got my stuff set up where it automatically posts to Facebook, but it's not something that I intentionally do. It's just an option that I have, and it makes it easy to put my content on there because the platform's already doing it. But here you see, I'm trying to bring something up for later on. That's why I'm kind of distracted. Um,
so
trying to get the link for the website. Share screen, Windows. No, it's not. Is that it? Nope. I gotta bring it up. Oh, how am I gonna get this to? Okay, it's taking me too long to figure out. Oh, there we go.
you got it.
Yeah. Let me. It's on two different operating systems, but I'm not gonna. I just want to have it here, but I don't want to get into this just yet.
For sure.
So you started 6 years ago. You obviously you started out with freshwater, from what you were telling me.
Yeah, freshwater.
So when does the saltwater come into play?
About 3 years ago. about halfway in it. You know,
Okay.
yeah. So like I say, was on OfferUp when it got me a saltwater setup. Somebody had one on there for a good price. She had the lights and live rock and everything. So I just bought it like that, and went in, got me some damsels. I started off with some damsels, and I went to, I think it was the fish gallery or something, and dude was asking me what kind of setup I had. It is not, yeah, it's not the smart. No, I'm not, bro.
No,
Don't
no, he's talking
trust.
about me. Don't let me
Oh,
fool you.
oh, for sure. But nah,
That's a shot at me.
okay. But nah, like I said, I went to the fish gallery or something like that, and dude was asking me what kind of setup I had, and he was like, "It's gonna crash," and did it this and that. I was like, "Bro, I'm gonna show you," you know. So that's what kind of made me like just really go hard in the salt water. But like I say, yeah, I bought that setup, bro, and it started from there. Like I kept those fish alive, and I didn't really get into the coil until about what, a year ago, So I'm not that um educated on the coral, but I done did a lot of research within that year span on the names and what kind of light they like and all of that stuff. But I'm pretty sure, bro, we so far behind on that um knowledge anyways. It's kind of hard to even know what a different species of coral is, bro, because they changed the names almost like they changed the names on the plecos.
Yeah. Well, they're
One
all
year it may
designer too, though, right? A lot of these corals are not stuff where you're going to see out in the ocean, right?
nah, for sure you're gonna see these in the ocean.
Because I thought somebody was telling me that a lot of these newer ones are kind of like,
Like
they're
morphs, you can
yeah.
have some morphs, but nah, a lot of these coral though that they're getting out of the ocean, but then they're probably bringing it in and growing it out before they start selling it to the masses.
Oh, okay.
Because if you get too much out, you're taking away from the environment. But at the same time, bro, it's dying anyways. Like a lot of the coral in the ocean is dying.
Yeah, I know that was Steven's mosh pit has always been a contentious topic with a lot of people that don't know. That's really what it boils down to is people that don't know that you can actually keep that many
Exactly,
fish in there. If you know what you're doing.
bro.
Um,
Exactly, bro. You could push the limits, and that really brings me to a topic of even when you say you may have money to do whatever you want to do, but if you're on a budget, you may not do what you're supposed to do. You do what you want to do. So you keep these fish and you be like, I'm gonna push the limits. I'm gonna see, like you say, I might not change the filter. See where they get me. And like I say, I did that, bro. My water was clear, bro. Like you say, you rinse that mug off, put it back in there, and I was doing all of that without the proper knowledge. But now that I'm knowing, I was doing the right thing, you
yeah.
know. So I think that's how I was able to stay in the fish game because I wasn't killing a lot of fish or getting discouraged. I had a good experience with it,
Yeah.
definitely. But people,
So
you go to these fish stores and people tell you your tank is gonna crash if you don't have this, you don't have that. And that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you may be on a budget and they may not have the money to buy the best lights for your coil, but then you figure out that this stock light is holding it down for what I have. They may be telling you need an AI prime, but you really don't need that for the soft cores you're keeping. You may only need the AI prime for stony hard cores. You
see,
feel me?
I was told on the corals, especially all those like fluorescent type corals and stuff like that,
Hmm.
that in reality that's they're being stressed out to show those colors and that the blue light,
Mm.
that blue intensity light is what's
Yeah,
causing them to stress out because if you go to the ocean, they don't have
they
those
have natural
colors.
light. Yeah, they have
Yeah.
natural light. Yeah. I
So
heard I heard
a
that
friend of mine
also.
was telling me, he goes, all they're doing is they're stressing the hell out of these corals to get them to push those colors. That's why they're
Yeah.
running all these blue
Well, that
lights and
but
all
they
this stuff.
they'll have those colors anyways, though. Like in certain, I didn't watch plenty of National Geographic footage where these coils will be having these colors, and they don't, like you say, they don't have the blue light. It'd be natural light. So probably that's probably what happened to my bird nest coil. It had got so fluorescent green that it probably just stressed it the hell out, and that's what made it called STN,
Okay.
slow tissue necrosis.
Okay. So Charles is saying that, yeah, that's the lights is stress him out too. I hadn't
That's
read
what.
it all the way through.
Yeah. Nah, a lot of people be saying that it's too bright for their eyes. A lot of people do complain about it.
Well, the only thing is I mean, I get it. It's like the way I equate it to is like when I was growing up, you had the black lights to make the posters pop, with the neon
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah, that's what that
That's
poster is
exactly,
back there.
yeah, that's exactly what those setups remind me of. It's all it is. It's a live black light lid aquarium where you have all these
Yeah.
colors that are popping. No different than the glow
Yeah, they
light
two
or the
they two
glowfish. I
different
mean,
spectrum. Yeah, they two different spectrums though. Like the blue light on the aquarium is a different
mhm,
spectrum from the black light. But
mm.
I feel what you're saying though.
I feel like it's the same effect because that's why you need that light. But I never really have dove into. There's still so much to learn on the freshwater side that I haven't
Exactly,
I haven't
bro.
even scratched the surface to try to start even getting
I've
into something else.
I've never really had too many problems with the fresh though. I done had
Mm.
way more problems with the salt than I have the fresh, and I've been keeping the salt. Less time, but it's like with the fresh water, I could just let it roll. I'm not really having to do number watches or anything on it, parameter checks. But it's like on the salt water, you'll notice if your parameters off, or it could get ugly real quick. But
Mm.
on your fresh water, you could just let it cruise. It's on cruise control from what my experience. Like I haven't had to do a lot of maintenance on my fresh water or any of that, worry about trace elements or anything like that. So, bro, it's crazy, how different it is. But once you get everything kind of stable, it evens itself out. Because the
See,
only thing that dies to me is the coral. The fish be good, you know. It's just
Danny's saying that 20 years ago they were using natural light. The curls look great, like Jim said.
mm,
They just do it. Okay, yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
just been. I know the idea behind all those fancy colors and what they're doing is
Mm-hmm.
because it just fetches more money.
Mm.
They can mark up the
That makes
cost.
sense. Yeah,
It's just
that makes sense. That's why a lot of times too, though, like I kind of ramp up my tank with the blue light just to like wake them up, and then I'll cut the white light on just and leave that natural light on and cut the blues off. Like once I, found that out, so that's kind of how I've been doing it.
now since
Lately.
you do that, do you notice a difference in the coloration of the coral? Do they lose that intensity or
If
they
you just have the white light on, they don't really look that fluorescent. No,
okay.
no, no, no. It just look more. They look more brownish,
Hey
versus the
Juanita.
color. Yeah, they look more brownish, man.
Yeah.
But they still cool though, man. I think people forget that it is a living creature. Those polyps are living animals that's on the coral. Like it's shit. It got a mind of
Yeah.
its own, bro. For real.
Yeah, no, I know people are always telling me, hey, you should do saltwater. It's like, no, I'm good, man. I mean,
Yeah,
they are stunning. Don't get me wrong. You go to a fish store, they sell both of those. They have a section, saltwater section and a
man. You
freshwater
could just
section.
get a Fowler tank, bro. You don't have to get no coil.
Yeah, but no, because that's just a slippery slope. That's the gateway. That's the gateway tank. Oh
He
yeah, just
said,
get a Fowler. It's okay. And then before you know it,
yeah,
you want to put an anemone in there, and
yeah.
then
He said maybe I'll just get a little of it.
yeah, then they got you hook, line, and sinker. Forget it.
Yeah, before you know
I'm
it, it's
good.
splitting. Now you got two in it. Yeah, you like that.
Well,
But
and then
nah,
I
bro.
didn't. This is how naive I was. I didn't know those things would crawl around the damn tank.
Bruh, I actually lost one like that, and I should have just left it alone. Like it fell behind a rock. I should have just left it alone. But I'm trying to grab it and stuff. But like you say, I didn't know either that the mugs would just get up and move. You know,
And
go
not only
wherever they want
that,
to go.
then you read that some of these suckers can kill you. It's like,
For sure, bro. Now that's what scared me about the saltwater game. It's some you can get
hey,
infections and
gorgeous.
you can get
My wife just
infections
popped
and
in.
oh, okay. Hey, how's it going? You can get infections and all kind of stuff, bro, from the salt water. If you got cuts, open wounds, it's stuff like you say could sting you that's venomous.
Yeah, I
So
was watching the thumbnail. I didn't even watch the video, but a guy had his hand or arm, and you could see the
stitched
big
up.
old scar where they had opened him up. I was like, oh hell no.
Yeah, bro. So that be the only thing about that salt water. You be like, bro, some of this stuff may could take me out. You know, it's risky business. So that's why I try to keep my hands out of there as much as possible. You know,
Yeah,
hey,
that's a common thing that I hear a lot of people that have salt water is they'll with the little wave makers they'll chop them up.
bro, and it'll nuke the whole tank. The whole tank will die because it's just
Yeah.
poison. It'll poison the tank.
See,
Ammonia will strike. It'll spike up.
uh, and here's the why I don't know is I look at the saltwaters. They're beautiful. They're beautiful aquariums. I mean, I don't care how
Yeah.
much they say that African cichlids can rival saltwater. It's not true. You know, come on, who are we kidding? It's
You said
just
they could cichlids could what?
the African cichlids, the like the mbunas and the peacocks, the OB
Mm,
peacocks and all that. You know, because the
mhm,
coloration on them. A
mhm.
lot of freshwater guys will try to make the argument that those fish can rival saltwater aquariums. You know, because they're so colorful. Don't
Nah,
get me wrong, they're good looking fish, but they're
yeah,
not saltwater fish. Saltwater is not only the color,
crazy.
it's the body shapes, it's just it's a whole different game. And I
Like
respect
you
it.
got those Royal Gambles, they purple and blue Laker colors. You know, you can't compete with that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's just and then you get these alien looking kind of fish, you know, like the cowfish or what are they? Yeah, I think it's called the cowfish. It looks like a little
A
cube.
little box, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
crazy,
know,
bro.
and it's just
Them
I
anglers, the
don't get me wrong,
stonefish.
I see the appeal, but it's expensive. I know it's expensive, and then
And what I don't like about those, when your fish die in the saltwater game, you can't take those back. You don't have 14 days, 7 days. Like when they die, they die. Like you
yeah,
just lost $150. You just lost $40 on one fish.
yep,
You feel me? So I'm not
yeah.
I'm
So
not doing that, bro.
it's just the expense, and here's the thing: I already know myself, you know, because I'm gonna see something, I'm gonna want it, and then I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get it, and it's gonna right now for like $50, I can buy a whole school of Tetris, you know, no problem. $50 might
Bro,
give me one fish in the saltwater game.
one.
One
That's
fish.
it. That's it, bruh. But they got some good fish you can get for $9.99. You know, some little chromis, little damsels or something. You
Yeah.
know, like the basslet, the one that's in there, bro. He was $34.99. He don't get no bigger than an inch and a half. That's it, max. So little buddy right there go. I'm gonna be kind of sad.
Yeah.
But he
But
been like they been thriving though. I can't say that. Shit, it just had a little problem with my corals, bro. And that green hair algae is ridiculous. I don't know if any of you guys seen Jeff Beard, but at one time that's what my tank looked like. It was that long. Had green hair algae waving in that mug, bro.
oh yeah.
I didn't
I'm
think
kind
it
of
would get
dealing with a
that
little
long.
bit of hair algae on that children's museum aquarium, but I knew that was gonna happen. It's just
Yeah,
I was doing something
but
different.
I know what did. I had did like a stream for a really long time, and it had I think that's what sparked it. I had the lights on too long, so that's why I really just started pre-recording the saltwater tank, so I don't have to have my lights on that long.
Okay.
You feel me? So I felt like that was a better option than to destroy my tank trying to live stream. You feel me?
So I can't recall seeing you until recently in the chats.
Yeah.
So how long have you been actually putting out content on YouTube? Because it seems like for me, I didn't find you until about right before the beginning of the year, I guess. Maybe a couple of months back that I started
Yeah.
seeing your logo and seeing you pop in a couple of places. How
Bruh,
long
I
have you
kind of
actually
popped
been?
up like it was probably like last August,
Okay,
probably September, but I really started going hard October, November, you know what I'm saying? So I really just hopped on the YouTube. I was on Twitch before I hopped on YouTube, so that's
okay.
kind of how I know how to work the cameras and all that already.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So
because for a new content creator, you're not very new. I mean, you're pretty
yeah,
savvy with technology. You play with an OBS program that I still haven't been able to figure out.
yeah. So
So
that's
so you're
kind of how I got into that, bro. I was already on it, so I just kind of applied it, and they make it easy. They make it easier to integrate.
uh,
So it's not very hard to run you a virtual camera from OBS to StreamYard and have this going what I got going. You feel me? It's
yeah.
just if you want to learn that, you'll learn it. You feel me? If you got questions, hit me up. I didn't I didn't already said I show people. I'm not stingy. I'm not worried about you getting ahead. I want to see you grow. So if you got questions, hit me up.
Yeah.
Email, Instagram. Just holler at me.
All right. Um. Oh shit. Lost my train of thought. Not good. So you what were you doing on Twitch though? What was because it
I
seems
was
like you seem very comfortable in front of the camera. That's what I'm trying to get at. So obviously it's something that you already have a little bit of background prior to doing the fish stuff.
well, nah, I just really got comfortable with this in the past few months. Getting up here with you guys and just going live the times that I do go live. So I really just then got comfortable with that. But I had a recording studio, so we used to record the lives on Twitch, and I was doing different things like that, and streaming gaming and stuff like that too. So it's just kind of how that came about. This is what we was doing on the
Yeah,
camera.
because I was always under the impression that Twitch was more just for online game streaming. That's not
Yeah.
knowing the platform. I thought that's all it was is people that were gamers and kind of Twitch was where gamers went to go play video games and live stream and all of that. But I
Yeah.
it
Nah,
it wasn't until recently that I started looking at it. And it's basically like YouTube, but it's I guess the what it really made it grow was the online game streaming. I'm assuming that's a big assumption I'm taking.
yeah, that, and then they do like, IRLs in real life streams, stuff like that. And then you got a couple people that's sponsored by Twitch. So they kind of blew Twitch up too also. And they do a variety of things. It's just not gaming, bro. They just be on there talking about. But what I'm seeing now, a lot of people that's into music, the music labels are using the streamers now to get the music out there. If you have a big
Oh,
platform and like Casanat, he has a big platform. So now a label will pay him to bring their artists up on his live stream. And after that, you'll see they'll drop a song. But if somebody has, millions of views every time they drop, why not contact them to use, them as publicity? And, that,
yeah,
and that's kind
I really do see the girls in this like podcast style kind of things and it's funny because they never necessarily start off as being a one thing. It's what I like about them is that they're always growing and evolving and changing and you know it gives
yeah,
you because you're not under a production company or anything like you're at liberty to do whatever you want,
whatever
you
you
know.
want. And that goes right into what Benjamin was asking. They don't really use they don't really control what you say as much as YouTube. Like you have a little more freedom. And then if you get
Okay.
on Kick, you have a little more freedom on that in Rumble, like what we're streaming on right now tonight. You have freedom to say whatever you want, stream whatever you want over there. and you monetize right out the gate. So you don't have to meet a requirement, subs or watch hours on Rumble. You just already monetize as soon as you start making content. So that's pretty cool. Little thing I like about that. So that's why I say I don't just limit myself to YouTube. I venture out to, many different platforms because you can't just, put yourself in a bubble, bro. You gotta see what's out there.
Yeah, okay. So what happened? Are you still doing the music production stuff, or
Yeah, for sure. I think I've been doing more fish hobbying than I have that though. But I definitely could say that. But yeah, bro, music is a passion, man. It's something that I grew up doing. Not nothing I'm just relying on to. It's just a foundation. You feel me? If you got the talent, you got to use it before you lose it, man.
got it?
So that's kind of what that is. But
But it's not something that's going away, right? It's something you
I
just kind of.
never, I can never go away, bro. That's gonna be instilled in my kids. They like singing. They like playing on the keyboard when I bring it out. So that's something that's gonna forever be around. What I really was doing, just building, like I said, a foundation for a label, and I was just gonna get different artists because I'm that type of guy, bro. Where I don't care about the limelight. I don't care about the fame. I don't care about being seen. So I'd rather be in the background. Me. That's just me
Okay.
personally. So I'd rather let other people have the shine, bro. And shit, I don't really care about the fame.
Yeah, no, it's just it's what I've one of the really neat things about doing this is that in these conversations that you have, like yesterday, I had Shady Grady on. I didn't realize he was a
Mhm.
pilot, and
Exactly, bro. You learn a lot about people.
you find out all these things. And then what's interesting is, I guess, creative minds or creative people kind of get drawn to this hobby by almost by nature because you already
Yeah,
have a form of expression. Because Stephen P is another one that's very musically inclined. You have Mike B and Maritza that are both musically
exactly, bro.
inclined.
It,
3G,
that'll never
he's
go
also
away. That stuff never goes away, bro. Cause really, like we so musically connected. Those notes hit something within us. Every note does something to you. It's a different vibration. You feel me? So when you listen to music, that's why a certain song may trigger you. And you just start feeling it because that connected to your DNA. Like whether we
yep,
know it or not,
yeah.
every
Well,
note.
I can't play an instrument to save my life, but I
Yeah,
love listening to
you love
music.
music.
I love music, and it's there's something that is it's anything that's almost drum driven
Yeah,
appeals to me,
bro.
and
I
it
don't know
doesn't.
too many people that don't like music.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bro,
I guess it's something that's innate in us. It's just primal.
hell,
It's
if I was stuck on the island, just put me on there with a MP3 player, a damn iPod, and some headphones. I'm good. Like, I'm good, bro. I would survive with just music, and the nature that's around. Like that's how much I love music. You feel me? Like that's just part of my day to day. It's not a day go by that I don't listen to music.
well, it's sometimes you might not even need that MP3 and that stuff because if you really pay attention to nature, nature's music. You
Makes
have
his own
birds that
sounds.
sing, and you know.
Yeah, the Walkman, man, they need to bring CDs back, bruh. Like the Walkman, that was epic, man.
Well, you see, you're thinking of the Walkman with the CD player. June and I are thinking of the Walkman with the cassette player that when the
Yeah,
batteries would go low, would start eating up your tape, and then you're all pissed off because your favorite tape got all mangled,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
yeah.
sitting there trying to tape it back together and using pencils that you would put them
Yeah,
and you rewind them manually so that
rewind
you wouldn't
them,
wear down your batteries.
bro. That was like one of the first stereos I got with the tape player and then the CD player on top. So I kind of caught that era. I was born in '90, bro. So I kind of caught that era with the
Yeah,
tapes. I remember you could record on them and stuff.
I'm
Record.
old enough to remember 8 tracks too. So
See, no, I can't go back that far, buddy.
yeah,
You,
I remember my dad had an eight
eight
track
track.
player, and I vividly remember and this is the only 8-track that stands out in my mind. And he had more, but it was always the Kiss, the one with the four faces on it. I don't know what album
Yeah.
that was because I've never really been a Kiss fan, but
Mm.
I remember that 8-track very, very particular because it had the four guys on there in their full makeup. And I remember being an 8-track. And that was always laying around my dad's car, whatever car he was driving. So I guess it must have been
Yeah.
like one of his favorite 8-tracks to listen to.
Yeah, definitely, bro. And that's why I say I believe that's why people, like you said, in this fish family is so connected because the creativity, bro. Everybody is creative. Like they have an input on damn near every topic you speak on. Everybody can relate somehow. You feel me? And that's what brings us together other than the fish. We sit on streams for hours just talking about different topics.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. And what I really like is like what Shady was saying. He goes, you should ask people about other interests. And that's always something that I that's always in my mind and trying to ask people, but you get sometimes you get sidetracked in conversation. I'd say about 50% of the time I'm pretty good about asking about other people's interests. I know, like myself, I like aquariums, but there's a lot of other stuff that I really love out there.
bet
You
you
know,
right.
I'm really into cars, and not that I want to have them, but I can appreciate the craftsmanship, the body work, the paint, the mechanics behind it, making it go faster, all that stuff. I can appreciate that stuff. Uh,
Exactly.
I love watching people dance. It's something I think it's a lot of the stuff that I can't do because I can't do it. I can appreciate the difficulty of it, that
Yeah.
it appeals to me. Like I can sit there and watch. I love watching all these kids with the hip hop dancing and even contemporary dancing and stuff like that. When there was that
Yeah.
show when I used to watch TV, there was a show where it was kind of like American Idols, but they were all dancers. They were like
Mm-hmm.
choreographers. I used to enjoy that. I used to find that very interesting how they could move their body to the rhythm of the music and stuff like that. And it
They be
didn't have
making up dances. I'd be like, bro, how they do that? Every word they gotta dance to it. So yeah, it'd be pretty cool, bro. It'd be pretty cool.
so there's the stuff like that I enjoy, and then obviously anybody that's watched any of my live streams know that I'm a big cigar enthusiast. I like having, I don't drink very often, but when I do,
Yeah.
I like to have a good drink, because I don't do it
Exactly.
on. I wouldn't be able to afford to do that if I had to drink every night. So when I don't, I like to have a really nice whiskey or scotch. It's one of those luxuries that I kind of give myself, and I can afford it because it's not on a daily basis. So
Exactly,
and I
man.
appreciate it a little bit more in it. And if I leave it for like a special occasion or something, then it just even tastes that much better. It's
You can't
something
just do it
that's
all the time.
yeah, because anything you do over and over, it kind of starts losing its appeal after a while. And
Yeah.
which I'm surprised at having. Well, but see, that's not even true because even in the hobby, I'm not necessarily changing fish all the time, but like
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, and I started doing it. It was one of those. The biggest problem that I have is that I guess I'm not necessarily a content creator, because if I was a content creator, I would have recorded what I did yesterday or live streamed it or done something like that. But I
So
came in here.
you don't really care about getting every little thing you do. Is like
uh,
what you're saying. Yeah.
no, because in a way, once I do that, it's not necessarily my experience anymore because I'm more focused on trying to make sure I capture what I'm doing to share it, which
Versus
I
what
don't
you're
have.
really doing. Mm.
But instead of being in the moment and doing what I'm doing, you can't be in the moment and do content. You just can't.
Yeah.
Well, at least I can't. I'm not
And
going to
see
say
that.
nobody can do that, but I can't.
Yeah. But see, that's kind of how it was for me. That's why I say I was a hobbyist before I got on YouTube. Like when I was looking at all those YouTube videos, I never thought to cut the camera on and record my own experiences.
I still don't.
So that's why that's why I'm just now recording all this stuff. Like,
Yeah,
I'm just now putting all of this stuff on video that I'm experiencing. So I could have been started YouTube a long time ago, at least 5 years ago.
yeah.
You know, once I figured out that okay, I can keep fish alive, whatever, I could have started recording, but I never cut the camera on until just now, and now I'm
Well,
recording the fish.
I
I
don't know
never
about
thought
you,
about it.
but I'll come in, I'll see something that needs to get done or addressed, and the last thing in my mind is I got to set the camera up and then start doing it. It's I come in here and innately start raging, and then halfway through whatever it is that I'm doing, I go, "Oh, this would have been a good video." Would have been, because by the time I'm not going to go back and redo whatever it was that I was doing and
Yeah.
try to record that. So
Exactly, bro. So I don't even a lot of times I get to cleaning the tanks out. I'll be like, damn, I should have set the camera up. But I
yep.
don't think about setting the camera up. I just go for it, bro.
So doing this has really been my saving grace. In my channel, doing these live streams has really been saving grace, because I'll put out a video here or there. Lately, my videos have been inspired by you guys. You guys asking me questions. Hey, what about this? Or what about that? Or why did you do this? And then I go,
Bro.
oh, okay, well, then that's something they're interested in knowing about. So I'll do a video about it.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it's things that I kind of take for granted because I've been doing them for a while. And I think I make the mistake of assuming that everybody does the same thing. And
And
it's a
they
mistake
don't,
because,
bro.
yeah, I know. And it,
Everybody, keep fish different, and that's like with me getting on here and seeing how people do things. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, they don't do it how I do it, but it's nothing wrong with it because their fish are thriving, they're breeding. You know, everybody is gonna have a little something going on every now and then. But I used to think like the fish that was scratching, maybe they had some type of parasite on them or something. But I've learned that if they sift through the sand, they may get sand caught in their gills, and that's the only way that they could itch. I mean, scratch.
mm,
So they may just rub themselves to get that sand out of their gills. So a lot of people may see they fish, scratching on something. If you have sand, you may want to take that in consideration. If you have sand sifters, like the
yeah. There's
cichlids,
there's there's several factors why they'll fly. They call it flashing.
flashing. Okay.
It could be the pH is all of a sudden changed from what it
But
was.
flashing is also when they change colors.
Well, okay, maybe I'm not gonna say 100% that that's what it is, because that's what
Nah, it's
I've known
crazy.
it as.
Yeah, it's crazy because I looked it up, and that's what they
Uh,
call when a fish change colors, like an octopus or something. They call it flashing.
mm,
So it's too. You know how English language, bro, is so difficult. Like live and life spelled the same, two
yeah,
different sense. So they just have one word for the same meaning, and that's why people be so confused. And you're not really arguing if you're right or wrong. You just arguing perspective. Your perspective may not be mine. I see things this way, you see it that way.
yeah,
So you shouldn't be saying, "Oh, you're right," or "I'm wrong." You just saying, "Hey, bro, when I did it this way, it worked for me. Now, when you did it, it worked for it didn't work for you. Your fish died." Yeah, but that's why you can't give people advice, all the time that don't want it or
yeah,
that's not asking. People like to give their opinion, and somebody may not even want your opinion. You feel me? So
yeah.
just give it when it's asking for it. And I know me, I like to ask questions. He say, "Carl, you're all wrong." I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. So, in the time that you've been doing this, is there a specific goal that you have in mind, or is it just kind of like we'll see where this goes, or what's kind of your goal
And
with your channel if you have one?
man, really, my goal right now is just to network. I
Okay.
want to network with different people. I want to build, genuine relationships with people. Like, that's why I don't really feed into uh, buying bots or anything for my channel because I want to build actual relationships with people. So, I could say I know this person, almost every person, not almost every person that comes in my chat, I talk to them. So
Yeah.
I just in that time of me talking to you, I get to know you, whether it's fish related or what you may be going through mentally, because my channel is a chill back channel and people may come in there and vent sometimes, and we may not solve it, but we'll make it'll ease your mind. You feel a little better about your day at that moment, you know. So that's kind of what I like about it.
I want to know if you're drinking antifreeze.
Nah, man,
No, it's
it's a little yeah,
a green apple Jolly Ranch. That's what he's drinking.
yes, little yeah. That's all we gonna say.
All right.
For
So with
sure.
that being said, well, the reason I was asking is because I know lately you've kind of started providing the service for the community, and it was interesting. I guess you had told Jason about it. I mean, Funk about it first, uh,
Yeah.
because he's always been looking for somebody that can provide him with merch,
Hmm.
and I guess I don't know, in the live stream you had mentioned that you were working on merch or something like that, or you had a
I
merch
think
store.
he said he wanted to do something with some merch, but then he was like he wanted it a certain way and that they couldn't do it. So I was like, hey, I can. He wanted it positioned in a certain way.
Mm.
So, that's what made me be like, hey, I could do it. So
So
that's
do
kind
you
of
have a
how.
little bit of background on putting, I guess, designing clothing articles and stuff like that, or
I ain't gonna say a background, but as I've been doing it, these past what this past couple years, I've of course did a lot of research, and I've got better with doing logos and designing different merch. So um as I've been doing it, I just progressively, been getting better with it. So that's what made me feel like, hey, I could do this as a service to others, because I know a lot of people have hard times figuring out how to work the silhouette machine or printing. So that's one of my strong points. So hey, I'm rolling with it.
okay. So what is it? What are some of the, I guess, the services that you recently started offering? And I don't know if you want to how much you want to get into that or not, or
Yeah. So the service we've been offering lately is, if you sign up with me, I could definitely make your merch. If you don't have a design, I could make your design for you. Or if you have a design, that'll be even better. Um, we just need to make sure it's a quality design that when we do print it out, it's not blurry. And I think
Mm,
that's a big thing. So when you put on your on an article of clothing, your image is not blurry when you blow it up big. And
okay.
that probably be some people problem, that the image be too small. And then when
Mm.
they try to blow it up, it be blurry. So, you gotta have a good quality image. And so
So
like I say,
is there like a specific file format that people should think about if they're going to have
uh
a design, logo design? Is it
yeah,
something
you want it to be a PNG file.
PNG file?
PNG file with at least with a transparent background. But if you send a JPEG, I could remove the background. So I got ways to work around it. Like I say, I have been, working these programs, so I done figured out different, ways to finesse it. So like I was saying, when you sign up though with what we got going on the program, we put you on the website. We give you your own tab. I take care of all the back office stuff. So like anything that's the inventory, the shipping, invoices, anything like that. All I need, you to do basically is focus on selling the merch. So if you're not worrying about having to ship or the inventory or anything, then you could really put more time into selling the merch. And I think that's where a lot of people come in and have a problem, where you got to figure out how you're going to ship it, what shirt you're going to use, the design, how to make this design quality. So if you having all of those factors going on, you're going to be probably a little less enthused on selling that item. And then I think that's where a lot of people could we could really link up and make something happen with that, because I'll take some of that stress off you. And
Let me see. I'm trying to go
so like
back
he
to.
yeah, like he's showing on the website right now though, a lot of the shirts we have, the quality is quality merch, man. It's
Oh
the
yeah, the
shirts are
t-shirts. And I'm actually wearing one. Hold on. So this is a t-shirt.
yeah, that's a 2X he got on. You see right there, it's a quality logo. Um the
I've
shirts
got that,
are,
and then I've got this other one with this logo on it.
you see the prints, high definition color. He say outside, man. So them ones definitely look they definitely look worthy of wearing, bro.
But
It, it
the cotton. I don't know what kind of shirt these are, but I really like the texture of the material. And I'm trying to see where. How do I get?
yeah, shout out Fathom, you know. He ordered something.
Oh yeah,
We
he
are we
he
already
got
got
the
that
hat,
shipped out to you. Yeah, we
and
already
that's the
got that
hat you're
shipped out
wearing
to
right
you.
there, right?
Exactly. So you know, sent him his invoice, sent him his tracking information, and you know, we keeping everything rolling. So like he was speaking on the quality of the shirt, it's heirloom cotton. You know, it's one of the highest quality type of comb cotton that you can get. It's ring spun. So you know what they do, they comb it out, intensive combing process to make sure that it's soft enough for it's soft enough, and it gets out the particles and any impurities off in the shirt, and they get it ready for the next process. And a lot of companies don't use it because they lose large portions of raw material when they comb it out. They're hard to get it the cotton that's off. They lose a lot of material, so they don't really. A lot of companies don't like doing that. So what we're doing here is offering quality T-shirts, you know. And I know a lot of people may not even care what kind of T-shirt they have on, but if you know anything about good quality clothing, this is a shirt that'll last you for a while. You can wash this shirt. This shirt doesn't roll up when you sit down. It don't do any of that, and that's what I like about them, and that's why we went with them.
Let me see. Is the
Um,
screen moving there? Because that was
yeah, it's moving.
okay. So these are the hats that obviously you got your stuff on there. You got Funk's,
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
mine.
Like I say, so like these guys, they're down with me. So I added those their own tab, so they have their own tab. When you go to the website, you could just click on Mexicali. You can click on Aquafunks, and it'll have all their merch on there. So you don't have to sift through, you know, find anybody's merch if you're just looking for a specific person. And this is something that I will offer, you
Now the
know,
other
for you
thing, if
guys.
I'm not mistaken, when you were talking with to Funk,
Hmm.
it doesn't necessarily have to be also fish related. You'll
Nah,
do
nah,
stuff for
nah.
other events and other things, right?
Yeah, for sure. And like,
You can do like
if
club
you
T-shirts and
um work T-shirts, you know, if you have a business, you know, I could definitely do business T-shirts. We could do if you have sporting event T-shirts, you know, if you want to do jerseys, you know, whatever you want to do. But this is just something that I'm providing for people that wants to get their merch out and don't have to worry about the back end of it. You say, what's the P? That is a
yeah,
Aquafunks logo, and
yeah,
it's
but it's
for
for autism
autism.
awareness.
Yeah. So like I said, it's a pretty good thing if you want to advertise your business. And really what I'm working on too is just putting other things also other than t-shirts and clothing. That's why I say and more. So I want to do like plant holders and you know stuff like that. So
Okay.
if you have anything that you want to put on here, we could put it on there. It just don't have to be clothing. So I'm just working with a couple people that's doing 3D designs, you know, with the plant holders and different aquatic merchandise. So
This is
we
one I'm
we
wearing right here.
yeah. So we got the sizes on there. So got a little description, and you could pay PayPal, credit card, however you know. We got different options of payment, and like I say, you get your invoice and you get your tracking number. And we get it pressed up and shipped out to you. So
Yep.
what I want to do too is put a suggestion box, you know, because what I found out, bro, it's some people in the fish fam have some good ideas. And you know, I'm knowing if they giving those ideas, that's probably something they would want to buy. So if we could make that up and, you know, provide it for them, pretty sure, you know, we can get that out to them.
There
So
you
you need
go.
to do that hat and a shirt with my
Oh,
logo
who's
car.
missing a wrench?
Yeah, do you
Is
do
somebody
God?
missing a
Yeah,
wrench?
we can get whatever type of shirt that you was.
Let me
I
go
got
in
a picture of the
here,
fish
turn
from
the
on
volume
the back.
down.
Yeah, we could definitely get you a golf shirt, Shady. But Fathom said, man, he didn't realize you had that picture on the back. You didn't ask him permission for that.
Oh, his from his fish room?
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah. He
I'm,
said he
I'm
gonna have to
sure.
holler at you.
I'm sure
He
we
gonna
can
have to
work
holler at
something
you about
out.
that. Yeah, he gonna have to holler at you about that, man. Hey, what's happening, Dirty Tank?
Let's see.
I need to holler at Dirty Tank on that fish club, man. I don't know how Mexicali all the way in Arizona. And I'm in Dallas, and how
Oh
he
wait,
down with the
Kyle
fish
didn't
club.
have a wrench. What was up with that? Kyle wasn't here yesterday when I was handing out wrenches like
Yeah.
candy
So
and Halloween.
so what y'all think is a good size towel? I know people been mentioning towels. So
Oh,
what's a
it's
good
that
size
standard.
towel?
I guess they call it like a kitchen towel. I think that's what
Hmm.
they're called.
Yeah.
It's not.
So what do people use them for? Like just to wipe the glass down or
Yeah,
something? Or what?
anything around anything around the fish room. That's what I use it for, is to wipe down the glass. To be honest,
Yeah. Okay. See, that's what I was thinking too, though. A beach towel.
extra beach towel.
One of them large beach towels. Cause I know me, man, when I be changing water or dealing with the buckets or anything like that, I be dropping water on the floor just from the scrubber or something.
Yeah.
So that's something that's essential for me to have me a big towel so I could, you know, at least wipe the water up or, you know, whatever.
All right. Let me see something. If there's anybody in the stream or in the chat that does not have a wrench, type something so I can get you guys a wrench. Oh, there you go. Matt doesn't have one. Okay. For those of you that are not aware of why the whole wrench things, I'm not expecting you guys to do any work. What it is, and the reason I like doing this, and this is from Father Fish, this is not something that I came up on my own, but it gives you in the chat the ability that if you see somebody's channel in there that you don't recognize and you want to go check them out, all you got to do when you have the wrench, you can click on their name and it'll give you the option to go check out their channel. Now, the whole idea is to grow the community. What better way to do that if I give you the tools to be able to do that exactly, where you don't have to worry for somebody or wait for somebody to drop a link. You can just automatically click on somebody's name, go to their channel, like what they're
Yeah.
doing, subscribe, and
I
it
find that
just,
real effective.
yes,
I
I
find
think
it
it.
effective, you know.
And people were saying, no, but trolls and this and this and that. You know what? I don't know. I've been very fortunate. I don't get usually trolls on my streams, and if a troll happens to drop in, well, you guys can deal with them.
Yeah.
Anybody can deal with it. Oh, I don't. Oh, wait. Ah, did I just? I accidentally removed Lando from his wrench. I just gave it back to him. Let's see. Jimmy P. Jimmy P. He's not a moderator. Oh, that's right. I had removed him. Actually, I thought I had blocked Jimmy P from my live streams.
Oh man.
I'm just kidding, Jimmy. I
Oh
think
man,
that's
say
I think I
he
see
say
nothing but blue. So I
Yeah, he
think we're
said you
good.
don't get trolls on your stream. He said he been here for months trolling you, bro.
Yeah, no, I don't get a lot of. I get what I do get. Usually, I'll get new uh like people that I haven't seen in the chat before, but that's just because I spend a lot of time trying to find new content creators that are just starting out.
Yeah, it be a lot
Uh
of them.
and
It
I
be a
guess
lot of them.
because I've been doing it on such a regular basis, it almost starts automatically feeding them now to me.
Yeah,
So that I can, when somebody, and it's usually like less than 300 subscribers or in that range, I'll start seeing more of those channels pop up. Like there's
yeah,
Bill the Nano Bill Nano's aquarium, or Bill Nano guy, I guess. He's one that I've recently been watching a lot of the stuff that he's doing. There was this one guy out of Hawaii, island fish keeping or yeah, I think it's fish keeping.
yeah,
And his I thought it was Troy's channel, um Island Aquatics, and
yeah.
I saw the thumbnail and I said, man, Troy's really stepped up his game when it comes to doing
The
the
content.
thumbnails. I thought he was using like
Yeah,
an AI generated thumbnail, and I thought, oh, that was pretty cool. And I clicked on it, and lo and
or
behold,
somebody
it
else.
wasn't Troy.
Yeah,
It was some other dude from Hawaii, but it was cool because it's a video of him and his like 2 or 3 year old daughter putting together an aquarium. And I thought that was like the cutest thing, because it's
hmm,
the one thing that we all like seeing happen. And the guy was able to capture that moment, something that him and his daughter are going to be able to share forever, because it'll
forever.
be
Yeah,
here on YouTube. And it's something that when she gets older, she'll be able to go back and remember and reminisce about that time where, her and her dad put that together. So
yeah.
I automatically subscribe as soon as I saw that. I'm kind of a sucker
That's
for that
what.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what I be liking. My kids, they interested in it. They see me doing something to the tank. They be like, "What you doing?" And then my little daughter, she's 3, so she could barely even say fish. Yeah, that's the bishies. She say bishies. So yeah, so it be funny, to just watch them. It just be funny to watch them, enjoy the fish and be interested in what I'm doing. And I know it's gonna be a legacy, man. They gonna grow up and they gonna like fish. They gonna want to do that. So that's the beauty in it, man.
So if somebody gets interested in wanting to do this and they want you to do the merch, just send you an email. Is that what they have to
Yeah,
do?
yeah, yeah. You can send me an email, reach out, however you can. If you can't, but I look at my email every day. So like I say, email, Instagram, even YouTube. Throw me a comment and be like, hey, I'm trying to reach out. I get in contact with you. But for the most part, though, I got my email out there. And I try to check the social medias every day. That's something I've got better with, because I wasn't really a big social media person.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? I be battling with that, man. Like how you wanna, grow a business, but you don't wanna be on social media. So you gotta
So
compromise somewhere.
are you? Because I know this is a totally different type of business, but how about decals? Are you? Because I know that's a big thing in the community. People always wanting to find a good source for good quality decals, because they're something that most people like. And it's easy to
Yeah.
kind of trade. It's kind of like our equivalent to our trading cards, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
And so is that something you might also get into, is doing the decal stuff,
Oh
or
yeah,
is
we could do decal too. Like, that's nothing but vinyl, So we could definitely do that also. Um, Stickers, we could do that. So it's like we venturing out to a lot of different things. We're not trying to move too fast, but like I say, if you already have a product that you have going, there's nothing that I could get you set up on the site and we could get it rolling. And that's what I like about it. You don't always, just like Amazon do it. they don't have the physical product, like say the person. They just send their product to Amazon. You have all your inventory there, and when somebody order it, it ships out from Amazon. So, like if you have items that you just want to ship to me and want me to sell for you, I could do that also. You know, so it's like I'm just in the realm of the e-commerce world.
Yeah.
So anything that's e-commerce, that's me. You know. So just like I say, if you looking to really be a business person, you know, entrepreneur, you got products that you want to get out, let me know. I'm that's what I'm here for.
I'm trying to see if I can get your email to get linked in the chat.
It's just yeah, it's just called aquaticreef@gmail.com.
Yeah, but if I can find the link and drop it, it's a lot easier. They could just click on it. It's all
Yeah.
about making it easy.
I know a lot of
How
people
is
be
it?
talking. What's up?
How I always have a hard time finding you in the search.
Yeah, bro, it's a lot of coils.
I
Coils,
know.
you know. I tried to put car, but I'm guessing somebody already got that. So hopefully, you know, once my name get a little bigger out here, it won't be that hard to find me, you know. Just pop right up. But I notice it is better to, if you're trying to find a person channel, when you
Mm-hmm.
type their name in, you go to the filter search and you put in channel. So it'll just bring up all channels instead of videos. So I did notice that too. It's a little easier doing that.
Oh yeah, it does. It does eliminate that.
Yeah. It eliminated a little bit.
Wait. Here it is. There you are. Oh shit, it's my live stream. Oh wait, no, that is you. That is you.
Yeah,
All right.
we double streaming.
Yeah. It kind
Yeah,
of threw me
we
for a loop there. I was like, what?
yeah we double streaming.
Where's your email on here? You don't have it on your. You don't have it in your info.
It's not. It should be.
I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
your. I see your Twitch, your fish stream,
I think it's on the bottom.
Twi-
Or you might have to
Twitter.
click email or something.
No, your
That
email's not on here, dude.
that sucks.
In the about and the description where you usually find it.
Yeah, let me check it out. I'll check
You
it
know
out
what?
as
I
we
just remember
as we
that's
talking.
true. I don't remember how. I think I had to hit you up on
See, look,
Instagram.
but see on mine though, it says channel details and then it has view email address. And when you click on my email address, it has it right there, right above the youtube.com at
Maybe because I'm
Coil
looking at
Aquatic.
it on the phone.
Yeah, but when I'm looking at it now, it has, bro. I even have my LinkedIn on here. You feel me? I created a LinkedIn, man. I know
Okay,
if some of y'all on there, y'all go check your
there it
boy out.
is. I think. Oh no, what? That's that's the link to your channel. Oh, okay, they
Appreciate it,
said to use
David.
Fish Fam link, and Charles put it out there.
Yeah, I seen it is on Fish Family, man. Appreciate that.
So thank you, Charles. Thank you, Alex.
Nah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm old as hell and I can't see, and my technology is my enemy.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
about to say,
you're
man.
not
I knew.
too mistaken, Gabriel.
Yeah, I knew. I kind of tried to make myself accessible to anybody that wanted to reach out. So that's why I put that many points of contact. Cause but like I say, I'm pretty much on the computer every day.
Yeah, I find it easier just to either go to Instagram or go to Messenger, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
usually
yeah,
how I
yeah.
communicate with a lot of people nowadays. I
That's
think
like my
that's
that's
the
like
most
my
that I use
man
for
Shady
Facebook.
Grady. I don't think he have an email on there, man. I was trying to contact him.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully you got my comment though. So I sent him a comment. So that's why I'm saying if I want to reach out to you, I'm gonna hit you up wherever I see you at, and hopefully you see one of them at least. Hey, what's how money? The Viper,
That's Bunny.
yeah. sure. GNC, Geek Boy,
Let's see. Am I
Joker,
missing it? Is anybody missing a wrench?
price
Nope.
tag, outside. If I didn't say what's up to y'all, man, what's up?
Yeah, I think everybody's. Well, yeah.
I'm gonna
So
say what's up to everybody.
hopefully the reason I kind of decided to go with that is because I was looking at doing the other services that are out there, but at one point or another, you're having to pay for a membership just to be able to
Hey, what's happening,
have your
Dixon?
stuff on their site.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the way that it was working is there had to be like an exchange where you had to pay for it and then they would do it, and then they would send the product and then collect it, and then you had to accumulate so much money before you, and it was just way too complicated and something that I
And
didn't
and
want to deal
then
with.
and then they don't do any like custom um locations like on the
Okay.
shirt. Say they may only have a box square where that's only where you could put your logo.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's why
true.
I'm trying to be different there where, if you want something down the rib cage, I put it on there, but on the shoulder coming down. So that's kind of like how me and Aquafunk hooked up because he wanted his in a different location. And I was like, hey, I could do that. And, I did it, made it happen, and it looks good. He's
Yeah, and I know you
satisfied
had
with it.
mentioned also for the printing on it that there's different types of
Yeah,
services, or there's
yeah,
sublimation
substrate.
and
Yeah. It's different sublimation, DTF or vinyl, DTG, screen print. They have a lot of different ways you could print on a shirt. It's just about, where you at and probably what'll be more comfortable to you. Cause I know Mexicali was saying where he at, it gets, pretty hot. So maybe a DTF may be, too heavy for you on your shirt. So you may want something like sublimation that seeps into the material of, the cotton, and you can't feel anything. It's inside of the shirt.
yeah, but
So
there's limitations to being able
there's
to do that too, right?
limitations. Yeah, because you can't print on 100% cotton if you're doing sublimation. It have
Now,
to be
like the
like a
t-shirts we're wearing, these are
50-50
not
blend.
are these 50-50, or what kind of
Nah,
blend are
nah,
these t-shirts?
nah. These are 100%
Okay.
cotton, ring spun.
Okay.
So it's like it's a quality cotton shirt, and so you definitely have to be careful with that if you don't know the blend of your shirt and you try to get it and print on it and it don't come out like that. So you
Yeah, I
gotta
guess
have some type of knowledge.
embroidery
Embroidery,
is
yeah.
further down the road, because that's
Stitch,
either
yeah,
you could have to find somebody that could do it relatively inexpensive for you, like outsource it,
yeah.
or
Or
because
you just have an embroidery machine yourself.
yeah, but those suckers are expensive, aren't they?
Not really.
Oh no.
Yeah. It depends on how big of a business you got, what you wanted to do. Some
Hmm.
of them are like computerized where you could upload the USB drive to your embroidery machine
Yeah,
and
that's what
it'll
they did
take
with this one. It's
the image
embroidered,
and
and he told me to send him the file on a
hmm
PNG,
yeah.
and he did it right then and there, mocked it up and everything, and he goes, "Give me 10 minutes." No, what was it 15 minutes? Went in the back and
Yeah.
came back with a hat. I was like, "Damn, that's pretty quick."
And see that, and that's how it is. A lot of places, if you have smaller equipment, you could do that. Like down here in the mall, they have it set up like that at a booth where
Mm.
you could go to them, say what, pick out a design shirt you want. They'll tell you come back in a certain number of time, and they'll have it printed up for you that same day. So
Look at Alex. He's
yeah,
gonna go to
yeah,
hell for
bro.
trying to put his grandma to work.
Nah, for real, bro. Let's get grandma going. Shout out grandma, man, for sure.
Yeah,
But
so
nah, you just definitely gotta know what you want. That's always a plus if you already know what kind of material you want to print. It makes it a little easier for the person you're working with. I'm out nursing. Nah, man. He said he gonna have working out the nursing home.
made in America, America.
So yeah, man. So I'm definitely excited about any new ventures that come along. Um, I'm
Well,
I'm
I just
excited to work
really
with anybody.
I really appreciate the fact that if people want to get, there's a place where if people wanted to get some of the stuff, they can just go to you, get it from you. I don't have to worry about having to ship. I don't have to worry about any of this other than,
Yeah. I
you
didn't put in
know,
all the brain work, so you guys don't have to. Like I say, you just really have to focus on selling your merch. And that's it, bro. You don't have to worry about on anything like that.
what's this? What is
Hey, Joker,
Juanita
who
putting
is
on
that?
here? Oh, I can't see it on there.
She was like, who is Joker? I guess.
Yeah. What is that? Oh, wait.
Mm.
I got to go to
Fathom said
all
his shirts are
messages.
DTF and his polos are embroidered. Okay, that's what's up. Good quality. Yeah, I like that embroidery.
Huh.
It's pretty
It's
good.
not coming up on my phone feed. It's taking a while.
Yeah.
The Joker.
Mhm. There was somebody that was in the chat, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. I can't see it because it's on your live stream. I just realized the link on the image.
Okay, okay. Oh, but they have the chats conjoined though.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that's
yeah.
cool.
So,
That's cool.
so yeah, she's actually watching it from
From mine.
your live feed.
Oh, okay. Let's play,
Yeah, that's
man.
how you can tell is that little chain link that they put in the
Okay, yeah.
on the
See,
avatar.
I didn't, I wasn't for sure how that worked, but that's cool to know though.
Yeah, that's how you can distinguish it whether it's on your live stream or my live stream.
They probably only know your name because Mexicali said it, and they just repeated it. Don't
Who?
get too ignored. She said they know her. She said they know her name and she don't know who it is. I guess somebody when you said Juanita or
Oh,
something, I'm not for sure if that's her name, but it just
it's
don't
the IRS.
tell
Well, um,
oh, shoot.
I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up here.
For sure,
Again,
man.
if anybody that's interested in having this done, like I said, for me it's been pretty good because it allows me to put merch uh accessible to people, and I like the fact that I don't have to deal with anything other than send him the files that he needs, and he'll send me a rendition, a mock-up, and then from there we can go yay or nay on it, and it's cool,
Exactly. Tell me if that's too big, too high, too low, and I adjust it, send you another one back, and we go from there. And I think that's the good thing about working with us is it's direct. Any thing idea you have or anything like that, you just contact me and we could work with it directly versus you going through a company and you barely could even get them on the phone or email. So like I'm directly, you could directly talk to me about whatever idea you have.
All right, well, I want to thank you guys for hanging out here. I know Steven has already started up. He's been going on for a little bit,
All
but
right, Joy.
we wanted to make
Shout
sure
out
that
Joy of Fish Keeping. It'll be in the chat.
yeah.
Appreciate
And
you
I
for the
guess
support. Appreciate all y'all.
Juanita was asking if you're gonna go live stream tonight.
Hey, I might. I might. I'm gonna see what's all going on, and see where I slide in at.
What it say is hi Tommy. Oh, okay, that's for Tommy.
Yeah, yeah. It's
All
time
right,
to
well,
tell me,
thank you guys for joining us again, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon. I'm still working on a couple of guests that I want to bring on, but we're still working out some dates. So just kind of be
show
on the
facts.
lookout. As soon as I can confirm some dates, I'll go ahead and try to post it with minimum 3 days in advance so that you guys can get the notifications. So with that
Hey,
being said, thank you guys, and
I'm gonna leave,
we'll catch you
y'all with
guys.
leave y'all with a little message, man.
All
Haters
right.
haters are holding your breath, hoping you fail. Make sure they suffocate.
Yeah, no, definitely price tag. We just want to. As a matter of fact, I'll send you a message as soon as I'm done here, and we can schedule something,
You say on the
and
stream wish list for sure.
we'll get it going. And that goes the same for anybody. And you don't have to be a content creator. If you just want to come up here and you want us to get to know you, we could do that too. You don't have to have a YouTube channel, because I know a lot of people spend a lot of time in the chats. And if if you want to come up here and hang out, and you I'll be more than happy to have you up here. So,
For
and I've had
sure.
people reach out to me too and say, "Hey, I want to be in the." I know I don't know Ross is here, but that's how I got to know Ross. He was kind of like, one day he was popped in a live stream, hadn't seen him before, and he goes, "I'll be on your live stream." I said, "All right, let's do it."
Yeah, for sure.
But all right, let's get out of here, and we'll catch you guys later.
Peace.